There we go, we're live now. And we'll just like set up.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, I hope everyone's well. Just wait for things to work.
Couple.
Yeah, that's it. And things to work. And that's there. Turn the music down.
It's closer.
See, as well, Facebook's got quite a few different functions and facilities, and it differs when the work.
Yeah. Pain in the bum.
Yeah.
It's changing all the time, isn't it? Always changing.
Yeah, it is. There we go. So welcome to Beyond Dimensions, everyone. We are talking to Becki from Pushing Boundries Paranormal UK.
Hello, everyone.
It's a lot harder for me to get your name wrong this time because it's Rose.
Yeah, Rachel. Yeah, we'll do Becki this time. Yeah, Becki this time. That's easier for you.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our R can be so confusing.
Very confusing.
Very odd person, though, so I'm all right with it. Just doing the old shares. Sorry about that.
Getting shares out.
Yeah. So you all right, Becki? I hope everyone is okay.
Yes, everything's fine here. Keeping home, keeping safe, away from everything.
That's it. It's it's what a lot are doing. It's what we've been doing. So we've used that time, to do more lives from home.
Yeah.
It'll change when lockdown's gone. We'll be back out again. But we're not going to lose this doing things from home as well, because
no, keep it up. You're doing so well. All three of you. When Leslie's on as well, you're all doing really, really well.
No, thank you
very much. Interesting stuff.
And also, there's been a lot of other people out there doing live chats and stuff, and I hope that doesn't stop, because it has been pretty good. It's for paranormal field all round, to have activity like it has. It's been pretty good. It's like,
definitely, that brings everyone together in a way. It's sort of, it's a lesson for everybody. Everybody's learning something different. You're learning from everybody else. You're learning from their experiences, from your experiences. You can combine the both, and it's quite interesting that you can be all halfway across the world, but you're still having the same experiences as somebody sort of here.
Yeah, definitely, and sharing it, listening to other points of views. It's brilliant. And it is a serious matter what's happening, and why we're doing all this. When you've got to make the best of it, and I think there's a lot what are making best of it kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you've got to, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. So there we go.
We don't back them.
There we go.
So, Becki, just wondering, how long have you been in the paranormal field?
Well, the paranormal has been around me since I was quite a young kid. But I didn't actually get into the paranormal until about 6 years ago. I started doing investigations.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm still quite new to
it. Right. Yeah.
But I've grown up with it as well at the same time, so it's always been there. I've always seen things, I've always felt things. Some of the houses that I've lived in, have been haunted, and we've had really bad experiences, and we've had really good experiences. One particular house I lived in was in the city of Norwich, and that was really bad. There was a lot of bad experiences there, and it happened to all of us. It weren't just me, it weren't just my sister, it was my mum, my baby sister. People coming around our house, they'd feel it, they'd go to walk up the stairs and they couldn't go no further because they felt like a cold barrier stopping them. It's like they were stopped in their tracks even. In another house we lived in, we used to see people coming up behind us, but when you turned, they weren't there. And I had my mum come after me one day saying, "For God's sake, Becki, will you stop creeping around?" And I said, "Mum, I've been sitting here the whole time." So it's all different little things.
It
hasn't always been bad. Sorry.
So you'd say when it comes to paranormal, you've got that. You've always had that. When it comes to social media side, and that, weirdly enough, that's like us. We've been in paranormal and looking up different faiths for 20 years. But we've not. We didn't come straight onto social media side. So
no, that's same here.
Yeah. So we get with that. We just want to say hello to Leah, Deborah, and
hello everyone.
Hello Samantha,
Anel.
And Anel. We will be mentioning Anel soon as well. Got a couple of things to ask about that. Leslie Hudson, how you doing?
Hiya, Leslie.
From his team Spirit Paranormal. She's there watching. I hope everyone's good.
Lovely lady.
Yeah, definitely. Spot on. Yeah. And also it's great talking to other people. It's brilliant because you get to know different people in paranormal. It's really good. So so it's a lot like us paranormal. We had experiences at home, like with mirror cracking, a chair going across the room. I'd have one particular dream. I can first remember it at age 5, I think. Then 7, and then it kept coming. 18, 20 something, and then it stopped because I got a bit braver and went further in dream. So again, paranormal. I've always, I suppose, I thought it was just normal. Because I was young.
Yeah, same.
So social media side and all that. That is something we've kind of always been there, but not as active as some others. But
I know.
We are enjoying it now. Yeah, so it's really good.
It was different in time of technology, though, weren't it? When we were doing everything mainly active, it was a time when cameras were like near. It was really rubbish quality, and you wouldn't want to make a video out of it.
No. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
Now everything you can do by a mobile, so it's easier to make.
It's amazing, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, it is amazing how we've progressed. So now we're able to actually get things out there.
I mean, as first pictures we took on an investigation were literally one of those damn wind-up cameras. I mean, I think I've seen wind.
Yeah, wind up, take another one. Yeah.
They didn't have cameras in phone in 97, 98. I think
no, they didn't, did they? It was just your phone. The phone was a phone. That was it. There was no camera on it.
There might have been some politics at one point at that, actually, but I don't even think Snake were out, and that came a bit later. Played on that damn thing a lot.
Brilliant.
But it's technology. So, I mean, we were just literally this camera and a pendulum, and that's it. I mean, not even an EMF meter. I mean, that came pretty soon after that, like. But yeah, it's
well, that's it. When you're growing up, you ain't got on this technology. You're a kid, and you're seeing all this stuff with your own eyes. You're feeling all these things, and like you said, it's normal. It's normal to you.
Yeah,
and there's always something to learn, even today. Like Deborah, Jean, Maggie said, there's always so much to learn.
There is. It's the thing with the paranormal. It's always something to learn. It's always something new. There's always something else to get your head around, and it just keeps you interested all the time because it gives you more questions.
I mean, for instance, equipment, because there's always something new out, and then if you get a piece of equipment, you've got to learn about it. You've got to know how it works, and that's something else, isn't there, to even process. Crazy. I like it, though, to be honest with you. I love research.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree. Definitely agree.
We've got a question from Leslie. What's your favourite piece of equipment? Like when you go on an investigation and such.
I've recently got a REM pod. And I actually quite like the REM pod to use. We did an investigation not so long back, and it was like the first time I really got to use my REM pod. And how it was responding to my questions was unbelievable. It responded every time. There was nothing interfering with that REM pod.
No.
And I couldn't believe it, to be honest. I was quite surprised that this little bit of equipment was giving me so much. And I learned so much on this investigation through asking questions.
Is that the I remember, so everyone, you've got a YouTube channel, haven't you?
Yes, I've got a YouTube channel, I do my little bit of editing.
Some good videos as well, definitely.
Thank you.
I remember seeing REM pod reacting really well at the Sea Cadets investigation.
That's it. Yeah, when I was with Norfolk Soul Seekers, we went to a Sea Cadets in Great Yarmouth.
You had REM pod on a table.
Yes, so it was sitting on a air hockey table. I think it was.
Right.
And there was nothing around that to actually interfere. There was no interference from the outside whatsoever. This REM pod was just responding, and that was brilliant.
You were asking sets of questions, and it were going off, and then as you were asking, it were off, and then it sent to be answering.
Yeah, it gave me what I needed.
I found that really interesting.
That was really good.
It's definitely worth catching that, guys. I just want to say hello to Anne and
hello, Anne.
Oh, right, yeah. So you do go along with, is it Norfolk
Soul Seekers Paranormal? Yeah, they're a lovely, really lovely pair. I think there's 3 or 4 of them, but the people that I actually am close to is Leah and Sylvie. They are lovely people, very nice.
Right. You see, it's good. The old, meeting people, making friends in paranormal. That's always a good thing.
I love going around working with other teams. That's what I really enjoy.
See, I like picking up knowledge and sharing as well. That's
definitely,
because that's what it's about, isn't it?
That is right. That's what it is about. Definitely.
As just mentioned, we have got a. Oh, it's gone off again. There we go. Going back to the cadets investigation, Leah did mention in comments a picture flew off the wall that night. We have got that clip, haven't we?
Yes, I sent you the clip. Yeah.
That was CCTV, weren't it?
That was captured on the CCTV. At the end of the evening, we were asked, had any of us moved this picture off a wall? And we all replied, no, we hadn't touched this picture. So the following Monday, the CCTV was reviewed, and we got this clip. which you're about to show.
Yeah, right. Definitely.
So there you go.
Yep, the nail was still intact, and the string on the back of the picture was still intact, and there's no explanation for why that picture was taken off the wall.
That is, there's a lot of fastening if nail were intact and everything.
Yeah, everything was still on the wall. He even tested the next day by going at the back of that wall. He was banging, shaking the wall, trying to get that picture to fall off, and he could not get the picture to fall.
Interesting.
Yeah, so, that is an interesting clip, that one. Just looking at that, yeah, it seems to have been fall. It seems to come down and push out a bit as well.
Yeah, it's a strange fall. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just looking at it now. Yeah, it is. It's it's interesting. It comes down and then goes out. So
yeah, normally if a picture fell off the wall, that would just slide straight down the wall. You know, it's different how that falls. Definitely, there's some sort of force there for sure. What it was, we don't know. You know, we can't say. There's no explanation for why that picture came off the wall.
Love it. That would have been really good to witness. Definitely.
Oh, that would have been fantastic. Yeah, there was a lot of things happened that night. I'd heard about it, and of course I thought, it's another place, more hype. You get there, and I didn't feel nothing as I walked through the place. I didn't feel nothing. But later on in the evening, you started feeling the energy build up, and the atmosphere completely changed. Everybody was doing a spirit box. Certain things were coming through the spirit box, and while they were doing that, I thought, right, I'm gonna go for a solo walk. So I got my camera, went off, had my little walk, but you could feel, it felt like somebody was following me, and it felt like someone was watching me. And the whole time I was doing this walk, I did not feel alone. And I could hear children laughing. I could hear knocks, cracks, bangs. There was so much going on around me. I couldn't believe it. And then, of course, there's another clip or picture that you have where I walk past this room, and you can actually see this man in the background behind me appear, which is
I think I have got that image, and I'll show you that. Yeah,
you can actually see him. You know, you can see his face, you can see his clothes, you can actually see he's actually manifested there behind me.
Yeah.
And in the actual video clip itself, it's amazing when it's slowed down and you can see him. Yeah. That's one of my best captures ever. I'm so proud of that one.
You sent me a video of the Sea Cadets investigation, and I watched it. And you walk past the doorway, and I paused it, and then that's when I asked them, "Did you feel anything around there?" And that's when you said there was that man. And then that's when I paused it, played it, paused it a few times, and then I realised I did it on my TV, and it's weird how sometimes you can't see stuff on your phone because of your screen. It can be light or whatever. But I put it on my TV, which is obviously a lot bigger, and it's pretty obvious what you're looking at. And it's like, I was thinking, it's a good capture. Hello, Don, how are you doing?
He's kind of military looking, don't you think?
Everyone watching?
Yeah.
It's kind of what's there.
Military looking.
Yeah. Strong presence, isn't there? Definitely.
Very, very strong.
Yeah, and I think you could tell with your reactions as you walk around that you were encountering something going off. And when I looked, I thought, that's an amazing encounter. You said you were doing that by yourself.
I was walking around by myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we were doing a live yesterday, and we were talking about sometimes just going alone, because sometimes if everyone's always in the same place and there's the same amount of people, it might knock off that balance of something coming through. And we said, do you ever go by yourself? You do, don't you? You're all right going by yourself and having a wander around.
I do like going off on my own. I do like that, because that's when I really get in touch with the surroundings. I haven't got anyone interfering. I haven't got no one talking at me. It's just me and what's there. And I really do enjoy that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say that location? Would you go back again, Becki?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. There's so much to that place, and there's another part of the building that I'd really like to go in and investigate, and that is the main drill hall. When I was doing a little walk around there, I kept feeling like I was being choked.
Wow.
And it was a horrible feeling. So I said to, I can't remember the man's name though, but I said to the person that was with me, has anybody hung themselves here, or has anybody been hung? He wasn't quite sure. Well, then a little while later, maybe a few hours later, it came back that a young boy had hung himself there. He'd been bullied, and he hung himself. And it wasn't just me that felt it. There was two others. There was Leah, and I can't remember the lady's name, but she felt it as well.
So there
was three of us.
Isn't it good to have that confirmation, though, that to say that what you were feeling and what you were getting were in fact were actually someone who got choked and hung.
Yeah. Yeah, that was strange. I get these. I'm not medium. I'd say I was probably a little bit sensitive in a way. But the more I do these investigations, I'm finding the more sensitive I'm becoming.
Yeah. We found that as well, haven't we? I mean, it's most likely everyone can do it, but when you start doing investigations and you're putting yourself in that mindset, it must start triggering and like settling down to the point where you walk places and you go places and you do pick up on these things.
Surprising what I've picked up on and been right. That's the thing. When I've been right, it's like, wow, that's mind blowing, to be honest.
It is, it is amazing. I mean, I don't know if you're like me, but I can pick up on a lot, but it's not at will. It can depend. So I can go somewhere sometimes, and I might as well be a brick, because I'm not picking it.
Feel absolutely nothing. Yeah.
I go I can go to another place, and it's picking stuff up all the time. It's like, so much more so much different about this. It must vibrate with me more, than other places.
Definitely, I agree.
Yeah.
Actually, we are, John. I've picked up something. We are, John. Do you know if he goes quiet on an investigation, that's when he's picking things up.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, should I say what I'm feeling to others, or will that be like power of suggestion? I'm like, it's weird. It's hard to explain.
No,
I think I'm going crazy.
I said, because it's always good to note things. Is, let's say if it were like that, where you think, oh, shall I say or shall I not? Me myself, I'd just get a notepad and write it down, because it's always good, because you miss things, don't you? Do you know, after an investigation?
No, that's a really good idea. I'll have to do that one. Because it's a really good idea.
Like a memoirs for that investigation, then there's something you can actually reference by. Because do you know, when you run ITC these days, sometimes you forget things that you've probably picked up on, and it's there smack in your face. Do you know, when you replay your footage back? I've found
definitely. Yeah.
So
agree.
Just got a couple of questions. Irene has asked if spirits might want you to feel how they feel, or are they felt maybe due around time of passing, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I have felt. I've gone into places and wanted to burst into tears. Or I've gone in somewhere and I've just gone into hysterical laughter, or I feel real depressed. Yeah, you definitely can feel that emotion. I do agree.
Yeah. I think they most probably want that so you can connect to them, and then through that they might get closure on something. Maybe, but if you can understand the way they're feeling, maybe that makes them think, right, it's okay, and then they might be able to pass on. Just my theory.
It gives you more of an understanding of that person, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, because you're feeling them, you become them in a way.
And it might even give them access to how you deal with it, or that particular energy. Maybe
Well, I think
so. Yeah, I do. Yeah. There's another one, and it's to you, Becki, from Dawn. Do you feel that when you're on your own, your experiences are better than when you've got a crowd of people around you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
When you're on your own, you're more in tune with yourself and everything that's around you. When I was saying, we've got people with you, they start talking, and you're trying to pick up on something, but they're talking, so you're being sort of distracted. You're not in full focus. That's what I like about being alone. I like to be focused on that. I like to feel everything around me. Definitely. But then also, it's good to have people around you sometimes. So if you're going to do a seance, to help build up that energy.
Yeah.
Get that energy going. That's when it's good to have other people with you.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, it's like there's a dual purpose there. I mean, like that, when you're with a good group, you'll be together to build energy up, and then at any point, you'll be able to just go off by yourself. Any member, and that's good, because you can have that whole joint thing. You can have that separation bit as well. And then you can, those results probably build up as well.
I think it depends on the location.
Yeah, if it's big enough. Yeah,
definitely. It depends on the location where you are and what you're feeling at that time. It all depends on that night, I think.
Yeah.
Got a question from Irene. Have you ever helped pass over by any chance? Do you know, in any investigations if needed be?
No, I haven't ever helped. Like I said, I'm not medium. I'm not like, I'm not. I wouldn't know what to do, to be honest. Yes, of course, you can do the seance, help taken to the light, blah blah blah. But I'm not experienced in that. What I want to do is push deeper. I want to find out their story.
Yeah.
That's what I'm interested in. Their story, what led them up to their death.
Yeah.
And you go pushing boundaries.
That's it. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I want their story. If they wanted help to cross over to the other side, of course, I would have a go. Or I'd get somebody that knew what they were doing to help me.
That's what we exactly do ourselves, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I have done things like that in past. It is better. For me, it is better. We actually know a few people now what I'd be able to help with that, and we'd go to them, because it is I'm just turning a light on. It is.
I've got my little light on.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. I can see you now.
Yeah, and a atomic blast of light, and there we go. But yeah, we know some people what can help with that, and
that's it. I would rather have somebody there that know what they're doing and do it right, rather than do it myself and wonder if I've messed it all up. You know,
Yeah.
these were people once upon a time. They were living beings. They got feelings.
Yeah.
We're totally the same on
that. Still got feelings after death.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Because so you have been on for a chat with us before.
Yeah.
From then till now, I mean, we've had this lockdown where really no one's investigated much outside, us not at all, doing things from home. But it's good in a way that we've looked up as past investigations, we've done videos, caught up with stuff, done these chats. But in that time from that chat to lockdown, you've been to a few locations, and I suppose for everyone watching, where Northern England, inland, South Yorkshire, yourself and the group that you go around with, the Norfolk Soul Seekers.
Yeah.
That part of the country, it's I'm not going to say it's hard to get to, but main road and motorway wise, it turns into a long journey for us to get from there to that side of to that side.
That's a long old journey here. Yeah, definitely. You know, I've been up north myself a few times to do investigations. It is a long old journey. You know, if you're going to come down here, you need to come down here for a weekend and do it that way, and have a couple of investigations sort of lined up previous.
That's it. I
yes, it's definitely a long journey.
Yeah, I mean, up to King's Lynn, not bad, and then after that, it's smaller roads. But I've been twice to that area. One with Walsingham.
Yeah.
I went there for Shrine Our Lady. It was amazing. That I had 3 days there. It was brilliant. And then I went with. We went to St. Ossett.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where the Witch's Cage is.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went there with paranormal hauntings, and that were a really brilliant location. I don't know if that's it. I know it's shut. I don't know if it was sold.
Do you know? I really don't know.
Yeah, I've heard that one. Yeah, they might not be opening that as an event location anymore, which is a shame. Because we got some really good results from there. So yeah, it's there's
some great places where I am. We've got the Witch's Leg. Of course, Great Yarmouth is stooped in history. You've got Lowestoft also stooped in history. My sister lives in an old rope works, and she's had some activity there. So I've done an investigation in a home. There's just so much here.
Yeah,
all in one little area, which is brilliant. All on my own doorstep.
That's what I thought I'd mention to viewers. Where South Yorkshire, that area of country is a bit tricky for us to get to, and for a lot of people, really. But there's a lot. There's a lot there. There's a lot happening in that part of the UK. Because I remember looking up that ropeworks building, and the owner, he was buried he had it styled like an Egyptian tomb.
That's right, because I asked you had a look for me, didn't you? That's right, yeah.
And it was I found it quite interesting how that owner
really interesting.
Yeah, he's using, and
amazing.
Yeah, if there's anyone that I'd want to linger around, as I was reading about him, I thought it'd be him. Quite interesting layout that he had it designed as well.
I wonder where that is. I'd like to find that. I'll have to have a little look and see if we can find where that is.
I can find that. But we also had a look because we thought because Great Yarmouth, you've been, haven't you, Phil, to Great Yarmouth? I've never been, and I've always wanted to go. And I thought, well, we'll have a look in that area. see what there is. I mean, there's the Children of Woolpit as well.
Yeah, you've got the Children of Woolpit. Yeah, yeah. You've also got excuse me. You've also got what's it called? Babes in the Woods.
All right, I don't know.
Yeah, the Babes in the Woods.
Do you know, Becki?
The story. The story, I think, is it was an uncle who I think the children's parents had died, and the uncle. This could be wrong. Please excuse me if it's wrong. But the uncle then took the children on as his own, but he took them into the woods and left them in the woods. And that's where the Babes in the Woods story came from.
Right.
Yeah, you have to look into that one. That's quite an interesting story.
Yeah,
we would have to go down for a weekend and do some investigating.
Oh, there's loads here, absolutely loads. There's little ruins everywhere as well.
Oh, that's love ruins. I really do.
Yeah, just down the road from me is a little church ruin at Gillingham. Then you've got the Witch's Leg, which is an old church ruin. There's a tale of a nun who they accused of being a witch. She had a missing leg, and it was a wooden leg they gave her. She died. They buried her in the church, and a tree grew from her leg. And we've done an investigation there. That was quite good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Results from that witch's leg, Becki.
Yeah, yeah. There was a few things that happened. I can't say a lot happened that night. I didn't get much activity, but there was one point where I went off on my own again, and there was a path. And when I was standing on the path, I felt like somebody had run up to me, and I felt this big dark cloud or mass come over me, and it kind of scared me, and I kind of ran back to everybody else. But that was the only experience I had at the Witch's Leg. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you've got that, which is like Babes in Wood, those Woolpit, that Legend of Woolpit Church. So that one is where children came.
Green children.
Yeah. I mean, some have said there were underground elementals and things like this. It's just really interesting, like little stories like that. And it'd be great to visit those. Those locations.
We'll have to make a weekend of it then. That sounds, isn't it?
Well, we did some more digging as well at that area, and there's some really famous ley lines that exit UK in that area.
There's one that runs right down beside me, actually, the ley line, from St Michael's ley line.
Yeah.
Yep.
St Michael's ley line. All right.
Yeah, that runs right beside where I live. Yeah, if you look at the maps, they put a stone. There's a stone just up the road on the main road. You see it as you drive past. It's supposed to be a cursed stone. Anybody that touches that stone dies. When they put the main road through, they had to pick the stone up and move it. I think they said about 14 to 15 feet away from the actual ley line. So the actual what road is this? A146, I think it is actually running straight through the ley line, which is, I don't know, walking distance from me, maybe 10 minutes.
Right. Well, hey, that's again. But that St Michael's ley line, it's one of the most famous ley lines in the country, and it's entwined with St Mary's ley line. We like ley lines, always looking into them. So you've got that there. Also in that area, there's like a legendary underground set of tunnels that led to a monastery and some castle, ruined castle. Something to do with a bishop that haunts that area. Yeah, that's the St Michael's ley line.
That runs straight through from where I live, right up the end there.
It's amazing.
See, so this little bit of country here, which we haven't done much, investigating. It's got a lot there to have a look at.
There's so much history here. You got another good place is I've gone all brain dead. I'll think of it in a minute. Carry on talking. Oh dear, that's a terrible brain dead block.
There's a question there.
There's a lot of castle ruins here.
Yeah, that's great. Love all that, definitely. Got a question here. You've used your portal. You've used ITC a few times as well, haven't you, in the past?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you get on with that? How do you find that?
You've got to be so careful with some of them apps. You've got to be so careful. But there's one you got EchoVox. I trust EchoVox. Yeah. I've had so much intelligence come through EchoVox. It's unreal. I've had full sentences come out saying, "Let's rip her ribs out."
Wow.
I've had my name said. I've had family names said. I've had my dad's name. I've had my dad come through on the EchoVox.
Yeah.
Other apps, I'm kind of.
We always mix it up ourselves, like when it comes to methods. I mean, our John does scrying, for instance. Water.
That's something I'd like to start having a go at. We were going to try that water scrying, but we never got around to doing it.
It's amazing, actually, how much interesting images you actually get from it. I mean, we've had loads of comments, haven't we, before, John? Bowling Green and
I've seen some of them. Yeah, they're really, really good.
Yeah.
Really good. Some interest. Also, last night when we were doing a live, there were voices coming through, and people were hearing it. I've just realised it's not happening tonight. So it really. I'll be honest with you, Becki. We're looking at comments and people going, "Did you hear that?" And we're literally hearing words in between us talking. And then we've been through it, and I picked at least 3 up, and they were totally different voices. So we're not sure what's happening there, but it's our Phil's room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my bedroom, to be honest with you, I think. There's something working around here, and I'm going to do a mini investigation in my house. I've got to do it.
I really like to do one in my own home, because there's a lot. Just beside me, there's an old hospital, which has been converted into flats, and it lay derelict for years. And of course, I weren't doing investigations there, but I always drawn to the place. I had this feeling of being drawn there. But I never actually went inside because, of course, that was all boarded up and fences around it. And of course, I wasn't going to break entry and trespass. But I always felt drawn to the place.
But, I mean, they can travel, so
of course they can. There's a field just beside me, and a couple of times I thought, should I take my little dog for a walk and just take a few things with me and see if I can get any interaction? And I still haven't done it.
That might be
interesting. It's right next door to me. I should do it.
Well, we've inspired you to do something.
You'll have to let us know what you pick up.
Yeah, definitely. I'll have to do it.
So an interesting part of the country.
Definitely going down, I'd say. You've mentioned quite a lot of stuff that I'm into. One, ruins, castles, and
Baconstalk Castle. That's the word. I was trying to think of the place. Baconstalk Castle. That's not really that far, and that's a beautiful ruin. Absolutely stunning.
Brilliant. See, gotta go.
Yeah,
you gotta come.
Also,
Castle Lake. There's so many beautiful ones.
There were also the RAF locations.
Yes.
That tower. I like look at that. I do remember seeing that and thinking, that's.
The Rothermere Tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there several times. So I've had a lot of good stuff from Rothermere Tower. That is a good place to go. Really good.
That'd be good. Yeah. So so great section of that. You've got you've also got friends in that North Soul Seekers, which is good. I bet you've got a few plans for when lockdown's over.
Oh, we had so many plans for this year, and it's just all gone tits up. So everyone's all been cancelled. But we did have some brilliant locations lined up. Yeah,
I'm sure you'll be back out when it's over and hitting them again. So
yes, well, I'm going to try my hand now at a little bit of urban exploring at the same time as doing this.
Urban export, right? Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I'm going to go at that.
Yep.
So,
yeah,
it'll be fun.
See what occurs. Earlier we had an L in live, and what we're doing is we're doing another. We're going to do a live pretty, soon into the future. We're doing a live, and it's an L looks at positive thinking and helping your mind heal your body, that kind of thing. Because like Beyond Dimensions, we're trying to look at many different things. But it does tie. We were saying it ties into paranormal. In my mind, it does, because if you go on an investigation, you don't feel up to it, or you might be a bit down, tired. It can change it altogether.
Of course, it can.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah,
you're not picking up as much, you're not enjoying it as much, and then on other end of scale, if you go and you're a bit, I don't know, you're just a bit run down, that kind of thing. What if there's energies there that can detect that and creep on in through?
Oh, I believe so.
I do, yeah.
Oh, I do. You've always, I think a lot of that feed off that kind of energy. They want that energy, so they feed off it to help themselves manifest.
Yeah.
And I find if you're with somebody who's a little bit down and a little bit depressed and not quite with it, it can really bring you all down.
Yeah. Yeah, and so Anel, she's not much. It's not a paranormal thing that she does. She's qualified in hypnotherapy, past life regression, all those kind of things. But for instance, I ended up with eye floaters, and I wanted something to help, take my mind off it a bit, and I asked Anel for help with that, and it was unbelievable. Actually, it's strange because it was like 2 weeks after when I realised.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was eating cleaner as well. Because I realised that I kind of changed in a few things what I weren't eating as much of. And I realised after 2 weeks, and I'm thinking, it's in the fridge still, that, and I've had it for 2 weeks. That's not me. It'd have been gone. It just won't be there. And I thought to myself, what's going on? And I messaged her, and I said, what were process? And we laughed and thought, yeah, it's that. It's actually it's helped me change in those kind of things and areas. Help me. And from there, we were thinking it's brilliant, and we're going to do we're doing a piece on like positive thinking, and L covering like how your mind can actually help you more than what we think at times as well.
Your mind's so powerful.
Yeah, definitely.
So powerful. There's parts of our brain that we don't even use. There's parts of our brains we don't use. Oh, there's so much. I think we've forgot how to use parts of our brain over the years. We've become so lazy with technology and speech.
Yeah.
These parts of our brains are sort of dying off, if you know what I mean. It's not in use anymore.
Yeah, I mean, there used to be a section of brain that dealt with maths, and I'm sure most people are losing that as well.
I am terrible at maths. Terrible at maths, absolutely terrible. Yeah, no, I do agree. Yeah.
So, we're looking forward to that live because
that'd be good. That'd be interesting. I'll have to look out for that one.
Yeah, because it's going to be a set of lives, and what we're going to do is we're asking people watching, yourselves, and she's going to be looking at different things like there's past life regression, things like that. And if there's any subjects or topics people would like to see, messages, let us know, and then it gives us a bit of guidance on what to look at first, kind of thing.
You know what I'd like to look into on them sort of things? Phobias. Where do people's phobias come from? Fear of water. Is that from your past life?
That's an interesting one, definitely.
Right, yeah.
That's something I'd like to look into. Where do people's phobias come from? Because there's so many phobias.
There's definitely. I know one thing. I'm petrified of wasps. John can definitely vouch for that.
Anybody knows me, it's mice and rats for me. I can't stare at a bear, mice and rats. And I'm absolutely petrified of water, the sea. It scares the living daylights out of me.
Yeah.
All right. See, that, like I said, there probably is some sort of link from a past life when it comes to that. Definitely.
Yeah, that's one thing I'd like to look into, to see if phobias are to do with our past lives. That's something I find really interesting.
No, I think,
Don's got a question, John. Have you ever decided not to go to an investigation due to a feeling you had?
I have had them sort of feelings that tell me not to go, where I feel dread about that investigation, but I've still gone. And that's usually when I get the best results.
So it's like pushing it.
Pushing yourself I push myself to do things, There's been that odd time, definitely. But I've never backed out of an investigation, no.
What about you, John? Because me personally, I've had days where I think, and where we're supposed to be, where we're supposed to go to an investigation, and if I have a bad vibe, generally it's because there's and I tried my best not to go. John normally then pushes me.
Yeah.
We do end up going, and as results go, we do, like yourself, we do mainly get it does actually end up being main part of
do you wonder at it sometimes if they know that you're going?
Yeah, we do believe that, and you can start seeing things happening,
like in your home. Do you find that?
Yeah,
just before a certain investigation, certain little things happen.
Yeah.
That you can't explain around your home. I have that quite a lot before an investigation.
Yeah, we believe that. Yeah, that they know, and for instance, like Steve Hemingway, we know it's time don't exist like this for them, so they can start doing things before you get there, or on your way, that kind of thing. So I do believe that.
I think so.
Yeah. We have got we've got another question there. Do you carry anything for protection?
I'm probably really, really stupid because I never used protection. I might be really stupid for not doing it, but I think I'm an investigator. I want to know what's going to happen. If I'm going to see something fly across the room or something's going to affect me, I want that to happen because that's what I'm doing it for.
Right. Yeah.
And if I put protection there, it's completely defeating what I want to know.
Yeah. I get you on that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to explain, but that's how I feel. I feel I'm an investigator. I'm going there to investigate. I'm going there to dig into whatever I can. So I don't protect, but I know many people do, and each to their own kind of whatever they want to do. But me personally, no, I don't use protection.
Yeah, I do carry something, and it's just something for more negative side of things. I think it's more of a 12 put a little something in me, to to keep me there. it won't stop them turning up, but it should stop them getting in.
Reassuring for you at that time. Yeah, you got that little bit of reassurance. Well, the last investigation I did have stalagmites. I can't never pronounce it. It was a big, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We had crystals with us last time. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's got different methods. I mean, myself, I've got a ritual that I do when I get back home so that I can get rid of anything negative. Like yourself, though, I don't do any protection spells as such when I'm in an investigation. But it's mainly when I go home so that I don't.
You do the meditation light where you push the light out to push any negative away. That's what I do when I'm laying in bed at night when I'm on my own. I lay in bed, I go into a little meditation. And I use my light and I push anything negative away.
Yeah, so like I say, everyone's got a different way of doing things, haven't they?
Yeah. That's what I seem to do. My light protection at night when I'm laying in bed after an investigation. I don't do it before because, like I said, I want to know what's going to happen. You know, I want to see these things.
Yeah, I totally get you.
Yeah. And then putting that cut off there, you know, at night before you go to bed. Makes sense, doesn't it? So no, that's it's really good, and thanks for coming on, and
you're welcome. Thank you for having me. It's been lovely talking to you both, and it was really fun. Nice to speak to Phil after all this time.
Yes, first time, and I know Adrian's been speaking to you before.
Me and John are always chatting to each other.
So feel free. I'm always here, but we're definitely going to have to go down your area because it sounds really interesting. I won't mind.
I'd love to have you both come down here. That'd be really good. You can meet up with us and Norfolk Soul Seekers, and we'll all go out on a good investigation. I'm sure you'll love it.
That does sound brilliant. And it's when lockdown's over, and you know, we've all been on different investigations and such. By all means, you'll be welcome to come back on and have a catch up.
Definitely. That'd be really nice. I do like having a little chat with you both. It's been nice tonight. It's been pleasant.
Yeah, brilliant. Really, thank you very much. You know, that's brilliant. So,
thank you, everyone.
Thanks for watching, everybody, and thanks for your comments. If you've got anything to send in, by all means, message, comment. That'd be great. And I hope you have a great night and a good weekend. For me, I think it's all merging into one. Anyway, I feel he's getting days all wrong. I mean, I have been, you know. I wake up.
My sister Blair, I'm exactly the same. My sleep patterns have gone completely out the window.
Yeah.
I'm clueless, Phil, today, by the way. I am really clueless on things like days and what am I supposed to do.
I'm with you there, Phil. Don't worry, you're not the only one. I couldn't even think of names tonight, trying to think of certain places and names. It was a complete brain block.
Well, Becki, it's been an absolute pleasure. And it'll be a bye from me, and we definitely have to have another chat.
Definitely. And everyone stay safe and stay well. Definitely. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Yes, it's ended.